government operations and HR.
Call the Human Resources and Government Office together, and we've got 5 items on here. First is recommendations from the Vacancy Committee. The Vacancy Committee met on July the 10th, 2018, made the following recommendations. Motor Vehicle License Clerk. Action is committee approval on board resolution not necessary.
Motion.
Second.
Motion second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. Number 2, Board of Supervisors eliminates position of full-time paralegal and creates and authorizes filling 2 part-time paralegal positions in the county law department. Got a motion? And second? Frank?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, our paralegal, Mr. Urbatus, has done a real good job for us over these past 4 years. He was planning on leaving us this August to start law school at Syracuse Law. Our initial intent was to replace him with a full-time person. He has, however, suggested that he would like to stay on as a part-time. After conferring with Mr. Folk on this particular issue, it was determined that we might be able to save ourselves an awful lot of training and expertise that Mr. Urbatus has acquired over these past 4 years by taking him up on that offer. And in so doing, we seek to split the position into 2 part-time positions, which will result total savings to the county of a little over $8,000. So we believe that we can do this with 2 part-timers, and so I'm requesting that the board authorize us to do that at this time.
Is there any questions or comments on this from the board members? You want to mention anything you did earlier? One of the saving situations is that these are part-time people, they will not have
Insurance.
health insurance, so that's where the savings coming from. So, we have a motion?
Yeah, we do. And a second. Yeah,
Second.
ready to go.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. Number 3, supervisor authorizes placement of personnel technician, grade 4, step 3, of management salary schedule.
Motion.
Who's talking here, folks? Kathy? Help yourself.
As I think everybody knows, the personnel technician, Joe Lynn, has left my department and gone to work for the Commissioner of Public Works in that department. So I have a vacancy, and I'd like to be able to fill that vacancy, but as a part of that, I'd also like to be able to place the next personnel technician at step 3 of salary grade 4. I think most of you probably know Laurel Reinhardt. She's been working for the county for 10 years. She's been in our office for about 5 years. When the previous personnel technician, Laura Granger, left, I chose not to promote Laurel at that time because I didn't really think that she had the knowledge and experience that she needed to do the job. Well, since then, she's totally stepped up, and as you know, I'm going to be moving on in early next year, and I've been evaluating my staff, and I've been expecting a little more out of them, and they've really been doing a lot. Well, Laurel has been doing work far beyond the clerical position that she's in now. I will be promoting her with your permission to fill the position, but I would like to recognize the fact that she's highly capable, has a lot of experience in civil service and contract administration that we couldn't find hiring somebody from outside. So I'd like to recognize that by placing her at step 3 of the salary grade.
Question?
Contract administration.
Anybody from the board have questions? Hearing none. Pardon me?
Kathy, does it say, I'm sorry, she's going from what to what?
She's right now at a lower salary grade.
Yeah.
She's at a salary grade 2. Right now, she's at a salary grade 2. She's at 42,600. She'd be going up to 47.
Yeah, motion made, second.
Supervision.
Yes, sir.
Chair.
Yes, sir.
Kathy, I commend you with promoting from within. It's something that we need to do more of to bring our people up. Thank you.
She deserves it. She's done an excellent, outstanding job.
Great.
Nobody has questions, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Number 4, supervisor to reclassify payroll system specialist to payroll system technician, effective immediately.
Motion. Second.
This is another change. About a year or so ago, the payroll system specialist role was moved into the HR department. Previous to moving into our department, she was basically just inputting timesheets. I mean, she had other duties, but they, just lower level duties. Since coming to our office, and I can hand this out to everyone if they want, or Margaret could please. Since coming into our office, she has taken over a multitude of different higher level technical aspects of the payroll system. In fact, right now she's working on the county budget, putting in the salary and fringes right into the budget, which is something that I've only done in the past and that nobody else knows how to do. She's taken that over. She answers all of the questions of banks about income. She's just taken over all of these duties that are so outside of her job description. In fact, when I I did one of the evaluation forms for... You can have it back. One of the evaluation forms, that's what this paper is, and I sent it into our outside consultant, and she called me as soon as she saw it, and she says, how are you possibly paying this person out of salary grade 2? This is way, way over and above what that is.
Who did this? And you did all these duties before?
When I was the personnel technician, I did all these duties. When I became the personnel officer, I took those duties with me in hopes of training the personnel technician, but it just was too much for her to be able to do. So Rhonda, who is the payroll system specialist right now, has a wealth of knowledge about the system and has an aptitude for this specific type of work. And she has just taken all of this over, and I kind of didn't even realize it until I saw the list of things and verified that, yeah, she's doing all this. It's certainly equal to the level of a personnel technician, which is a salary grade 4. So I would like to reclassify that position from a payroll system specialist to a payroll system technician, and move that into salary grade 4. I'm not asking for it to be any higher than the step 1, but I certainly, when I leave, she's going to be your person. She's going to be the person who's going to be able to handle the whole payroll system. I'm hoping that when Laurel moves up and we bring somebody else in, that the person we hire will be able to pick up, will be able to learn some of this, so there'll be a backup. Right now, Rhonda's the only person who can do it. If she's not here, nobody can pay. Well, we figure it out. We figure it out. But I mean, she's instrumental in that system.
So there's not going to be any salary change?
Oh, no, it will. It will be a salary change. She's making like $39,000, and then the step 1 of grade 4 is 45. It's a substantial increase for her.
Any questions or comments from the board? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Number 5, supervisors authorize and direct the county manager to sign contract for retainer agreement with Wilmer, Lawn, Gold, and Manu LLC. Second. A motion second. Go ahead, Kevin.
So this is an extension of the retainer agreement. We've had, each retainer agreement we've had has been 3 years. So this will be the third. We'll be entering into our 7th year with the firm. They've done an outstanding job for us. And again, I hate to keep saying this, but once I'm gone, you're going to need somebody to, you're going to need the next person will need a lot of backup. But basically for, the price hasn't gone up for this year, but for $3,650 a month, which is how much a year?
$45,000.
So for $45,000 a year, you've got 5 labor attorneys. They're all specializing in different things. We've got one for discipline, one for sheriff's department things. We've got one for negotiations. They've been outstanding. I can call them anytime and get an answer by the end of the day, if not sooner. So I would recommend that we continue this retainer agreement with, the county has an opt-out. If we give them 30 days notice, you can cancel it. So if at any point in time you feel that you don't need the firm or you don't want the firm, you've got the option to opt out of it with 30 days notice.
It's not going up very much per month for the next 2 years.
No, that's very minimal. And like I said, they $36.50 is what we're paying this year, so it's not going up at all next year, and then pretty minimal for the next 2 years to follow.
So I have a question.
Yes, sir.
We realigned everybody so we can renegotiate this year for 3-year contracts. Why do you need them in the intermediary?
Because they provide services daily. They provide services, not just negotiations. When they're not here negotiating a new contract, whenever there's a disciplinary issue, whenever there's a contract question, if ever anything goes to arbitration, or, they're there for us, whether they're negotiating for us or not. It's a big part of what they do. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
But they're on call for me anytime. Now, I don't call them as much as I used to because I've been around a while. But, I used to be on the phone with them once or twice every day about labor questions.
Any other questions or comments? Anybody from the board? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. I don't have anything else.
Mr. Chairman, I have one item of new business. I've been approached to consider recognition of then county employees who served in the recovery effort of 9/11. So this is 2001, 9/11. Some of the employees of this county went down to the city and participated in this effort. But I'm reluctant to bring those names forward this evening because I need to verify. Right? I need to verify that they're there and what happened and what level of recognition warrants either a resolution from this body or there has been one request for an inclusion in the Heroes Room, our conference room at the end of the hall. I would ask your receptiveness that if I come to something that rises to a recommendation of either a Heroes Room recognition or a Board of Supervisors resolution of recognition for August 11th, that you receive that resolution. If it has to be 29 to adopt, then that's fine. But I, the chairman, any members can converse on these 4 members that have been nominated for this recognition.
Now, maybe I'm missing something here, but this is everybody that volunteered, or just 4 people that names are picked?
My point exactly. So I've been offered 4 names. I do not know if these 4 names are the only ones to the county at that time or the only ones worthy of recognition. We can hardly isolate these 4 individuals without ignoring what other population is out there that had honorable service as well. So I'm finding that out.
So is this going to be people that are still living or some that have passed?
One's passed. One of the 4 that are nominated have passed. There's a 5th that was down there that likely does not rise to a level of service that would be recognized. My point is, I'm working it. I do not want this committee or the board to be surprised on August 14th if I come with a recommendation of recognition of Benton County employees prior to the event, which, we're coming into the last decision cycle prior to recognizing September 11th again, nationally.
I think it's a good idea. For all the people who volunteered to help out.
I think that more of the point is, who do we want to leave out? Because you got a lot of people out there, I know, more than four, that went down there. So how do we want to handle that? I think the question.
County employees, what you said.
He did say county employees.
Well, are we going to volunteer firemen in that night? Because you got a lot of volunteer firemen. That's how, you don't mention them. Do you mention your county employees? So I think that's.
You gotta draw a line somewhere.
Right, I think that we need to make that.
So
What do you recommend?
Nothing, it's
Well, Don, I
recognition,
think
right?
we as stewards of the county would recognize county involvement. I don't know if we would have to include us as the one recognizing. I don't think we have to include everybody in the community.
That's what the county manager's asking. Do you want to leave out firemen?
You have citizens who aren't firemen.
There are a lot of people
that went down.
Right.
How do we have any way to know every single one who did? You don't want to leave anyone out who did. You open the net up that wide. Just my thought.
Mr. Chairman, I'm receptive to all this conversation going forward, and we'll see what boils up for August 14th.
Okay. Thanks for the information, Don.
Just keep it county.
I have nothing else for the government operations today.
So,
Committee adjourned.
Do you want me to send this?